know that we can get help. I wonder why we waited so long.
See what's happened in the last 4 games. It's modest. It's not a big sample size, and there have been some crazy things that have happened, and Jim and I touched on that in the open. Some career nights like from Brook Lopez hitting 9 threes, 55 points from Kawhi Leonard, 20 made threes against Houston. But at the end of it, the defense has really been there, and the competitive nature of it, the execution of it, players getting healthy, and players maybe kind of reevaluating their role. We heard about it from Kawhi Leonard. Said, I've never been on a team that needed me to score this much. I guess that's what I'm going to do the rest of the way. And boy, has he done that. As Ellis fires a 3, misses, rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Kings.
But when your best player is locked in defensively, everybody else is. Keep in mind, this was without Derrick Jones Jr., who's impactful on the defensive end. So you got your catalyst in Chris Dunn, who you just got to follow. I mean, the effort he plays at. Then your best player buying in on the defensive end.
Jones down the lane was stripped. It stays with the Clippers. You mentioned it in our open as well. The 55 points was great, but Kawhi Leonard was an absolute menace defensively. Numbers really don't ever jump out. 5 steals, 3 blocks. You don't really get prolific numbers, but he was just everywhere, making life challenging for Detroit on both sides of the ball. One of the great two-way performances you will see. Continues to smolder, knocks that one down. It's 36-20 Clippers.
Could you say right now, the way Kawhi is playing, and I'm talking about that's a turnover, just because of some pressure by the Clippers, okay? And before the 55 points, before the 4-game winning streak, Kawhi was still balling. The Clippers just didn't get W's. Would I be off saying that Kawhi is a top 5 player?
I don't. Not when he's healthy.
I'm talking about like the way he's playing right now.
I agree with you there. Kawhi from the wing to the lane, off the window and in. Yeah, indeed. I would say that is okay to say out loud.
I'm telling you, as efficient as any player that's playing right now.
Corner 3 for Westbrook falls, cuts the lead down to 15.
It's phenomenal watch, and I think we talked about it, Brian. Kawhi coming in tip-top shape and having the summer of peace of mind. Okay, let's put this man back to those San Antonio, Toronto days where he was just healthy and just balling.
Jones hanging inside. Yannick Niederhauser the rebound. It's funny, we were in Orlando, and I was talking with Vice President of Analytics, Judd Witten, and he said to me in passing, he's just like, just wait till Kawhi gets to his 500 minutes. This was a month plus ago.
Really?
And I said, what happens then? He goes, the numbers take off. He told me that. I told you, we were in Orlando, hadn't played the Magic yet, and boom, they have skyrocketed. Sanders inside, whistle and a foul. And you saw the numbers there, and it just continues to grow.
That's a prime example. You say numbers don't lie. I mean, really. And we knock analytics a lot. I still think there's some things you need within house to evaluate talent. I think analytics helps that. And that's a great stat right there. 500 minutes, and then he boom. And it is.
Sanders at the line. A couple free throws coming. Clippers looking sharp here. As we get a quick word from Hyundai.
Enjoy it in your car.
Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
I like the analytics era. And when the Clippers really began this turnaround as an organization with the front office and everything, you had the bright guys that understood the numbers and all of that, and then you brought in guys, and the big name was, of course, Jerry West, that could see the numbers and also say, I see other things going on beyond the numbers, and it was a perfect marriage for sure. The reason why the Clippers were able to kind of build a solid foundation. Obviously, the numbers this year, as far as the win column, hasn't been great. Murray knocks down a three, but they're trying to change their ways. Third three of the half for Sacramento. They're 3 for 8, but they're just 8 for 23 overall in this first half.
The defense for the Clippers held Sacramento just 6 first-quarter field goals, so still locked in from that. And Kawhi in the middle of the court with three-point shooting around, it's just tough to kind of take away those slots that are open when Kawhi is able to beat his initial defender.
So Kawhi goes to the free throw line the other night. 17 times, he makes 16 of them. It brought his free throw percentage down.
Right?
I could not believe that when I read that. Getting ready for this game, he knocks down the first of 2. He's only missed 3 total free throws this season. And the one that he missed the other night was for 50. Now, ultimately got to that and beyond. I might take the blame on that one. That might be my fault.
Get it back, Doug.
Get it back to me, please. Misses on a 3. 40-26. Clippers out in front. Westbrook in traffic. No. Rebound goes to Reynaud, and they swing it back outside. Murray deep 3. Long shots, long rebounds, tumbles out of bounds. Clipper ball.
Well, it's interesting, too, because in this league, I always say 75% of this game is mental. Now, you got to be healthy. So you got a healthy Kawhi, who was able to travel, spend time with his kids this summer, not worrying about going through rehab, not worrying about all of that stuff. When you take a trip and you have to go through therapy and rehab, you got to take a lot of stuff with you to do it. Again, first world problem. But coming back in with that peace of mind, I think that's why you saw a different Kawhi from preseason day 1. You know, I know he went back out with an injury, but he was able to recover and come back and didn't miss a beat, actually playing better.
And Ty has talked, one of the big reasons why the Clippers have had the turnaround is there's no minute restriction on Kawhi. He's had to play 41 minutes, and they needed all of them. Batum, the 3. And goes out of bounds, and it goes back to Sacramento. Batum had 4 threes in that win over Detroit. And a couple dozen headaches for the Pistons as well in that game. He just continues to find ways to impact the game.
I want to pick his brain to shoot a goal for the shot. His timing and when he goes for block shots, either trailing a play, behind the guy, or timing up a jump shot, how he does it, what's going through his mind, and what's going through the defender's mind, like Precious Achiuwa, when they say, okay, I got you, Kawhi, and he just pulls back, you know, for a pull-up jump shot.
I mean, he was pulling up and raising up over 3 defenders against Detroit the other night. Kawhi with 15. Harden's got 12. Clippers lead 42-26. Murray. Achiuwa inside. Drenched with defenders. Leaves it short. Big rebound for Sanders. 8.5 to play in the half. Clever pass by Batum. Even better pass. And it's a Yannick boom inside. As Niederhauser with the finish. It's 44-26 Clippers.
I tell you, the confidence, the energy is snowballing. Everybody's moving, everybody's passing, and as a result, this offense is operating at a very, very high level.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
GMC holiday event. Get a total value of over $11,700 on this Sierra 1500 model when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 20% below MSRP. We are professional grade.
Nothing can stop us now. I don't know how it can be any better. We'll travel hand in hand across this wonderland to strike up the marching band, 'cause nothing can stop us now.
Don't wait to make memories that last a lifetime with this special offer during the 70th celebration at the happiest place on earth.
Sportage Turbo Hybrid. Kia, movement that inspires.
You have money, then you don't have money, then may you have money again, then you don't have money, you have money, then when you... My point is, sometimes you realize when I worry about all of this stuff, When you're my age, you start to try to plan. Listen, I'll take care of these kids for the rest of my life, but I'm getting to the point where I'm getting old. I don't know how long I can do it.
Welcome back, and yes, that score is right. Clippers are up 18, 44-26. And here's the reason why. Offensively, watch this play by Kobe Sanders. As he gets into the lane, freeze it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sacramento players are below the free throw line, so that's going to allow Kawhi to come and then come back door as the defense tries to recover. Kobe Sanders didn't score the ball, but because he pushed it initially, this allows Kawhi now to beat his defender, get back door. The rotation is not there. Niederheiser able to finish with authority inside. That's why you want to push the ball, get 2 feet in the paint.
Now Lopez is back out on the floor. Clippers out in front by 18. 9 to shoot. Swing it outside to DeRozan for 3. He's shooting a very decent percentage from distance. Has never really been a three-point shooter. 37% this year for DeRozan. Career is at 30. Song remains the same. Clippers have the ball. 7:45 to play in the half. Leonard senses the double coming. Quick shot doesn't fall. Westbrook the rebound.
With DeRozan, too, some players you say, I get why you don't shoot threes, but his stroke is beautiful and pure. I don't understand why he hasn't developed that more in his game over time.
Reno able to lay it in. Second-round pick back in June, and has really been a solid find for Sacramento. In a kind of a dismal year so far, has certainly been a silver lining for the Kings. Dunn, catch and shoot 3. It's good, and his numbers are going up. Coming into tonight, 16 of his last 33 from above the arc. He puts the Clippers out in front by 19. Deflection. Sanders able to recover. Back to Leonard. Look out! A whistle will send him to the line.
Westbrook and Dunn. You talked about it, Brian. Those two still going at it.
That was from the jump ball, literally. Yeah. Clippers won the tap, and it went right there. Maybe something carrying over from the playoffs a year ago. Remember, Westbrook was in Denver.
And he let the Clippers know that how he impacted the game. Watch on the back end right here. Again, Kawhi's in the air, and the reason why that's tough is because with the little push by Russ at the end, it doesn't have to be egregious for a player to come down wrong. And I think that's what Chris Dunn was talking about, was that Kawhi had already began his upward motion, and that the little nudge was probably unnecessary.
Kawhi rattles in the first. Clippers against the Pistons, 28 for 29 from the free throw line so far tonight, 10 of 13. See, Calderon only shot 153 free throws, although a very great percentage.
Yeah, so the numbers and volume, it's just like saying that Seth Curry's a better three-point percentage shooter than Steph. A better three-point shooter because his percentages are better. Well, he's not shooting the same amount that Steph is either.
And I would be taking that to my coach and say, hey, check the numbers.
If I'm in contract negotiations, I'm using it all day long.
It's in the jeans, my friend. Give me some more shots. Clippers get the turnover. Out in front by 21. Leonard. The 3. It's good. Kawhi with 20. We're midway through the second quarter. 52 to 28 Clippers.
And how about this? The Kings only have 28 points to this juncture of the game.
Reno the 3. Rebound back to Sacramento. Whistle, loose ball foul is called.
Now watch Kawhi. He wants to go first. He recognizes who's on him. Brings it back out. Okay, big fella. Too much space, too much room, too much time. Too easy of a shot.
Kawhi and the Clippers on an 8-0 run. Harden checks back into the game at the midway mark, with the Clippers out in front by a large margin.
And James got plenty of rest.
Murray inside to Renault, not there. Lopez the rebound. Kawhi the other way. Dunn open for three, lets it fly. Yes, sir. The second three for Dunn. It's 55-28 Clippers.
Yeah, you like options.
Big options guy.
Love options. Sure, you'll buy a car once you've seen all your options. 45,000 of them. Huh, look, another option. Want to drive? CarMax.
Boom! My Prize Picks lineup is going off, Marshawn. Feels good to be right. Unlike that time you did that endorsement deal. No, more like when you self-published that cookbook.
Activate sad mode, bruh. Yeah, I guess it's hard to know when you write, but not here.
Feels good, pal. It's a vitamin. I smell weird, but I feel good.
Pick, predict, play. Download today. Get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
So you only check it twice?
Well, yes.
Nissan tests every model thousands of times. We even test them for severe Arctic weather. No wonder Nissan is J.D. Power's #1 in new vehicle quality. Hold on to that hat, Santa.
Hurry, holiday savings end January 5th at the Nissan year-end event. Now get 0% APR for 60 months when financed through NMAC, or get up to $5,000 customer cash on select new models.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Welcome back, everybody. Clippers with a 55-28 lead over the Sacramento Kings here at the Intuit Dome. Now, head coach Tyronn Lue credits Chris Dunn for being the head of the snake of the defensive end, but his offense should not be overlooked. So far tonight, he is 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point range, and over the last 6 games, he has shot 50+% from the field. Well, Chris told me before the game that his improved offense is a result of him keeping his mind clear. He said that there were times last season he put too much pressure on himself, but he says he knows he can make an impact on both ends of the floor, and he's having fun with it. He said this season the bounce back has just been a lot easier, and that's your key player profile. But Jim, how important is the mental side of the game?
It's a great reporting. Like I said, it's like 75% of this game is mental. How you think, how you act has an impact on how you play. When you're feeling good and you're shooting, the rim seems like it's the ocean. And it can be the opposite, too, if you're not mentally strong.
In Russ's defense there, they called that foul back in the first quarter. You can understand why he did it again, and then it didn't get called. He's probably frustrated. I understand that as Kawhi goes to the free throw line. The funny thing is that Chris Dunn said the bounce back this year, I thought Chris Dunn was outstanding last year. Certainly on the defensive end. Obviously the offense is coming a little bit better this year. I could watch Chris Dunn play 48 minutes, 82 games a year. I just love his compete level. It is as high as it gets.
But you appreciate guys that kind of do all the little things. Don't ask for much, but time. 1 minute. Speaking of which, great move that time by Westbrook. And that's what Chris understood, too, that my longevity in this league is going to be tied to me doing all the little things on the court, especially from the defensive end.
Kawhi draws a crowd, draws a foul. It's on the floor. It'll be the 4th foul here for Sacramento.
And let me button that up with Chris, too. Keep in mind, his last year at Providence, he averaged a little under 17 points a game. So he can score the ball. that's just not, since he's been in the league after Chicago, really kind of what teams have asked of him to do.
He's found the perfect role here. Another great possession, another finish. This time it's by Collins, and the Clippers lead by 29 here in the second quarter. Collins the rebound. Here comes Harden the other way with 4:40 to play. Collins posting on the rookie Clipper, gets to the rim, lays it in. 5 quick ones for Collins. It's 61-30 Clippers.
And can I be honest with you? The way the defense is being played by Sacramento, it was a few times the Clippers were in the same situation where the opposing team just kind of got whatever they wanted. The difference with the Clippers now is that they're tuned in second and third effort.
Harden right around his defender all the way. Velvet ropes on the sideline. Unfettered to the cup. Harden with 14, and the Clippers lead by 33.
Now, Brian, I don't know if it gets easier than this. I mean, you're just going coast to coast down the lane. This is basically the layup line for the game. Clippers rolling up 33.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
During the GMC holiday event, get a total value of over $11,700 on this Sierra 1500 model when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 20% below MSRP. We are professional grade.
We are human. We make mistakes. We don't see that red light, that family. But we can do better. Be alert and slow the fast down. Go safely, California.
Introducing Chipotle's new high-protein menu with real chicken, grilled fresh, no antibiotics, no fillers, ever. Starting at $3.50, packed with protein, Chipotle's new high-protein menu is real protein you want to eat. Chipotle, for real.
Tyronn Lue was asked before the ball game if he felt that the Clippers might take the Kings lightly, and he literally laughed out loud and said, "Have you seen our record? We've won 10 games." Clippers have come out here, and they have been all business at the expense of Doug Christie and the Sacramento Kings. Clippers, believe it or not, they are the hottest team in the NBA. They won 4 in a row, looking for their 5th. They're out in front by 33. And it looks like a fresh 5 is out there for Sacramento.
Well, it should be, because we were mentioning during the timeout the body language of the Kings players who came out the game when they sat on the bench. And it was little to no conversation between them. Shoulders slumped, kind of looking at the scoreboard, looking around. That's not a really good sign for Doug Christie and his coaching staff.
DeRozan misses on the first, a 90% free throw shooter. I certainly don't expect a lot of smiles on the sideline, that's for sure.
No, but some kind of energy. Somebody saying something about dig into it, we got to play hard or something. I mean, it was, from what I saw, zero conversation. And that was the players that were on the bench or the players that were not in the game.
Collins hit from the right side. Can he get it on the other side? DeRozan the rebound. 3:43 to play. Clippers 63, Kings 31. It was swept this series a season ago. DeRozan at his Park Place. Can't get that one to fall. Eubanks the rebound. Stood up the ball fake and able to lay it in. Clippers had made 6 straight shots before that Collins missed. They're out in front by 30. Harden surveys the scene, picked up by Schroeder, 7 to shoot. Operates with a double team, 2 to shoot, squeezes through and draws the foul.
That foul starts number 17, Dennis Schroeder. That's his second personal 15 foul.
Clippers, this is the final game of the calendar year for the Clippers. They come out on the other side. They play Utah New Year's Day, Boston, Golden State, head back out on the road, New York, Brooklyn, Detroit. back home for a couple. Then guess what? They go right back out to the East Coast, but it's a very busy time as Harden puts up and in the first of two, and we get a quick word from Kia. My point to all that is Clippers up 64-33, run through the tape, manage the minutes for Kawhi Leonard and James Harden. While they look like they're still in their 20s, when you look at their numbers, I assure you they are not, and the minutes will add up. This is an opportune time for them, but we got to get through the third quarter, got to get through the second quarter before you can start talking about that. Sacramento might be coming out with a little bit of different vibe after intermission. Schroeder gets the offensive rebound, but the shot never hit iron. DeRozan is aware. The deep three. Murray the rebound. The putback doesn't fall.
Lopez.
Harden goes to work on Clifford in the corner to Collins. It's a second three. It's 68-33 Clippers. Welcome back, John Collins. He's got a dozen. Clifford the pull-up. Kawhi the rebound. 2:07 to play in what might be a near perfect half for the Clippers.
Why not? Oh. Walked into that one, James left it a little bit short in front of the rim.
Sacramento is shooting 27% from the field. They are 11 of 40. Eubanks misses. Sacramento is 11 of 40 with 8 turnovers. Wow. Collins feeling good. Lets it fly.
But notice how many open shots the Clippers had. That was the second in a row for John Collins with an open shot. He just missed it. The resistance hasn't been there, and rightfully so. The Clippers, you take advantage of that. Not your fault, whatever's happened with Sacramento.
Clippers call time. We'll keep it right here. Go back a couple years ago when two teams that were really battling for kind of an upper echelon situation in the Western Conference. Where were you on this night? One of the highest scoring games in NBA history. Malik Monk, 44 off the bench. De'Aaron Fox knocking down shots late. Clippers had a couple of opportunities to win the game. Couldn't pull it out. Double overtime. The two misses. And that does it right there. That was a crazy game. That team for Sacramento would be the 3 seed in the Western Conference. Number 1 offense. But there you see it. That's the only one remaining. Ellis, a role player, but a very good one at that. Monk coming off the bench. Murray and Sabonis, who is certainly a pillar for what Sacramento wants to do, hasn't played since November 16th.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it shows you how fleeting success can be, not only in NBA, but in professional sports. Here you have a team that didn't make the playoffs for 20-plus years, finally broke through and had a core group of young players that they thought you could build around for the next 8 to 10 years. And just like a snap of a finger, you're kind of back starting over, it feels like.
Mike Brown was essentially a unanimous coach of the year. The following season, they end up winning 46 games. Kevin Huerter gets hurt. The last month of the season, it cost them playoff positioning. They drop out into the play-in game. They lose in the play-in scenario. And all too easy for Leonard to get that pass on the inbound. He'll get a return trip to the stripe. But it's a bummer because it was a lot of fun to watch those games in Sacramento. It's a great fan base.
And watch this pass by James Harden. Now, this is the interesting part, is that this play for Kawhi is also ran for Zoo when he's in. Out of bounds on the side. They're going to lift everybody up. Kawhi is going to allow his defender to get up on the high side, inch him up just above or below the free throw line a little bit. And now that allows enough room for that pass to be made to the other side of the rim. Yeah, the little nuances in those specialty plays, underneath out of bounds, side out of bounds, to ensure that your team gets a quality shot.
I'm just saying, Kawhi's got 23.
Say it again.
I'm just saying.
And you know, it's funny because the Clippers are up big, you kind of not paying attention to it because it's not going back and forth scoring and it's like Kawhi, but you're right. You wouldn't think about it that he has 23 points. So 2 more. Again, my math halfway to 50. He just had 50. But I think if it's a blowout, he's not going to play the same minutes.
I agree with you. Kawhi, the 3. Kawhi has 26. He's better than he was the other night. It's not the same game, tone, or titter, but I'll tell you what.
It's the same machine. I can tell you that. This is number 2. It's the same machine.
81 points in 6 quarters for Kawhi Leonard. And Chua inside, picked up by Harden, 6 to shoot. Clifford creating the space, lets it fly, and knocks it down. It was 28% on the year, but a very clever move.
That looked good.
73-40.
Yeah.
Clippers have scored 39 points in this quarter. 12 for 20 from the field. Lopez sets the screen for Harden. Late in the clock, Lopez realizes it. Contested 3. Rebound DeRozan. Shot clock is turned off. Kings looking to move. DeRozan ahead to Schroeder with Lopez to beat. He felt the intimidation.
Yeah.
Give credit to Lopez. He won't get it in the box score. But Kawhi Leonard with 26 in the first half. And the Clippers lead by 33.
Sometimes it just looks so easy. And to a player like Kawhi, it really is. Whether you want the 3 or, you know what, I'm going to drop it on to my teammates in order to keep this thing rolling. Clips, my goodness, up 33 at half.
Greatness is a journey, but no one gets there alone. We need each other to push and pull, to go farther than any of us could ever go alone, to spark new ideas and insights.
Hi, Alex. How can I
And as an official banking partner of the LA Clippers, we can't wait to chase greatness together. That's the power of us.
Toyotathon is still on. Start fresh with a new Toyota. Head to a hot spring in a Camry. Come on. Off-road in a Land Cruiser. Whoa! Or take a Grand Highlander for a quick trip. Maybe to the mountains. Oh.
Right. Get ready for a year of adventures with a new RAV4. Now lease a versatile RAV4 for just $299 a month. That's right, just $299 a month.
Toyotathon ends January 5th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Is it normal to sweat this much? This is awful. This is a mean sweat. Quit looking at me, Susan. I don't know the last time I ate something planted. It's not that I don't like vegetables. Doctor, I said stuff. I can't pay for a nutritionist. Why is this always such a whole big thing?
With nutrition counseling included, staying on top of your health doesn't have to be a whole big thing. Kaiser Permanente. Healthcare that just works.
My name's Stacy. I'm 57, and I was adopted in 2020.
We were adopted in 2019.
And we were adopted in 2021.
We had a house, and it sounds crazy, but it wasn't a home. The one thing that Jake and Emma brought is it became a home.
When I met Dakota, he had just turned 14.
You weren't there for the first this and the first that. I missed the first words, but we got a lot of other firsts.
Watching her say, oh my God, I cannot believe I got my license. And she's like, I passed. And I'm like, girl.
See them grow. It is.
They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
You and you. Kids in the middle. What I thought was a complete life was nowhere near complete. But it is now.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Welcome to the Clippers Halftime Report presented by Jack in the Box. What a first half where the Clippers are up 73-40 over the Kings at the half. We said pregame the key word was defense, and that's what it's been in the first half. the 40 points, the second fewest points the Clips have allowed in any half this season. They held Sacramento to 32% shooting in the first half, 4 for 13 from 3. You see the advantage at the free throw line, the advantage at second chance points, 6 steals to none for the Kings. In fact, the Clippers with just 2 turnovers in the first half led to no points for the Kings. And on offense, it's Kawhi Leonard leading the way again. He's got 26 at the half. We'll take a look at some of his highlights coming up in just a minute.
I've got 2 words for you. Jack Pack. All my faves for just $6 with your choice between 2 delicious sandwiches. My work here is done. Get my $6 Jack Pack or my munchies under $4.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Driving the Nissan Kicks with intelligent all-wheel drive is like the best seat in the house. See why it's been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy 5 years in a row. Drive the reimagined Nissan Kicks today. Now get a low $249 per month lease or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on the 2025 Nissan Kicks.
Believe me, when it comes to investing, you'll love Carl's Way. Take a left here, please.
But there's a...
Carl's Way is the best way.
Is it? At Schwab, how I choose to invest is up to me.
Exactly. I can invest and trade on my own.
Yes, and I let them manage some investments for me, too.
Let's move on, shall we?
No can do.
I'll get out here.
Where are you going?
Schwab.
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
You found it then.
Of course I did.
It's your moment. Happy New Year. Celebrating with friends. Making new friends. Knowing tonight is special. You're at Morongo. Celebrating at Crystal Hearts Bar. Cheers. Happy New Year from Morongo. Good times.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend. So happy together. And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Now, current qualified lessees can get this Silverado for around $369 a month. Or during Chevy Red Tag, well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado models.
I've got 2 words for you. Jack Pack. All my faves for just $6 with your choice between 2 delicious sandwiches. My work here is done. Get my $6 Jack Pack or my munchies under $4.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
I'm coming for the throne. Number 1, I'm gonna be on.
Welcome back to the Clippers halftime report. The Clippers up 73-40 on the Kings. It's the largest halftime lead for the Clippers so far this season. And Kawhi Leonard is at it again. 55 Sunday against Detroit, picked up right where he left off. Leonard 8 of 13 from the floor. He's got 26 in the first half, getting it done efficiently once again. He said he wanted to shoot more threes. He's 4 for 5 from beyond the arc as the Kings just can't find any way to stop him. Leonard leading the way for the Clippers with the 26. James Harden with 16 and John Collins with 12 and helping out on the defensive end as well. The Clippers shutting down the paint and dominating the Kings right now. We're back with more in just a minute.
Officer, could I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
Let's say I obtain a car for less than you think it cost.
I don't follow.
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah.
Guess how much I paid for it?
enjoy the new car.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Right now, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $179 a month or get up to $2,000 total savings. Hurry in. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event ends soon.
I'm Jamie, founder of Ring. Our latest invention, Retinal Vision. AI tuning delivers ultimate clarity for unmatched security. Protect your home like I do with Retinal Vision on new 4K cameras and doorbells from Ring. Shop now at ring.com.
Cool. iPhone 17?
I switched to T-Mobile.
You get 4 iPhone 17s on them.
Wait, who's taking the picture?
At T-Mobile, get 4 iPhone 17s with their amazing cameras on us. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
Smile, it's an Elfie.
Close your eyes. Flash back to your first game. The sounds, a rush, the moments that live beyond the buzzer. All of it coming together for one epic night. This is your time to make highlights. Make it loud. Make the group chat jealous. Make the wall shake. Because when you're here, you don't just watch, you make waves.
The Clippers halftime report is presented by Jack in the Box. Smash Jack Combo, the GOAT of the burger game. Hey, Chris Dunn bobblehead night is coming up on January 12th. Lock in your tickets for our matchup with the Hornets and arrive early to score a limited edition bobblehead presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit clippers.com/tickets to secure your seats. All Clippers so far. Clippers up 73-40 on the Kings. Remember, Kawhi Leonard had 55 last time out, including 26 in the third quarter. How high can he go tonight? Brian, Jim, and Jamie with the second half coming up.
So, how do you want to do this?
Want to buy your way? Uh-huh. Want to put on real pants? Nuh-uh. Want to take her for a spin? Okay. Want to pre-qualify at the park?
Getting a little dizzy.
Want to get that car ASAP? You want to do it your way.
Want to drive? CarMax.
Want a tip that can save you hundreds on car insurance? Switch to Mercury. Want a tip for trimming your dog's nails? Use a bag to make a harness. Hang in there, buddy.
Mercury.
With low prices store-wide. Eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
World Series champ Eric Hosmer brings you an exclusive look featuring the biggest athletes and biggest names.
Lead by example. It's simple. If I do that, then everything else is easy.
Only on Diggin' Deep.
Clippers basketball is brought to you by the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Deals so right, it almost feels wrong. Only at your SoCal Hyundai dealers. By Pechanga Resort Casino, official partner of the LA Clippers. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga, conveniently located right off the I-15 in Temecula. And by your local Kia dealers, visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires.
Well, there were some people that were wondering, would the Clippers take the Kings too lightly? The answer, a resounding no. 73-40, Clippers at the turn. And while there are a lot of people contributing, it is, yes, the leading man, Kawhi Leonard, once again, up to his old tricks.
Hey, listen, when it's going, it's going. And Clippers recognize it. Kawhi recognizes it. And unfortunately, if you're a Sacramento fan, you're recognizing it too. That Kawhi is able just to get to his spots. He's playing at a level right now we haven't seen in a while. And I went back to top 5 player in the league. There's no question the way he's playing right now.
26 for Kawhi. There you see it. He had 25 the other night where he scored 55, although the game is in a much different place. And we've talked about offense, but the defense, again, continues to be impressive here for the Clippers.
Well, think about this. When you're shooting 53%, it's easy, like the Clippers are doing, to say, well, we should take some plays off defensive. But when you're trying to get yourself back in a position to compete for a playoff spot, all things matter. Habits matter. The great habits matter. Defensively, that's what the Clippers are doing. They're gearing towards something bigger. And in order to do that, those reps have to be in place where it's constantly doing the same thing the right way. Now, sometimes it may not produce the results you want, but it puts you in a space where consistency is the key to you winning games, especially from the defensive perspective.
And for the Clippers, you go back to December 20th. That's when this win streak began against the Lakers. They have had some tests along the way. Houston up in Portland. And, of course, against the second-best record of the NBA, the Detroit Pistons, the other night. The vibes are different all the way around with this team. And it's been fun to watch. Chris Dunn hit a couple of threes in that first half. He has 8. We send it down to Jamie.
Well, guys, I went with a different line of questioning for Brian Shaw tonight. And I just said, what was your favorite moment of the first half? And he had to think about it for a second. There's a couple highlights there. But he said, I liked when Russ and KD got into it. And I said, well, why is that? He goes, well, that's what Russ likes to do. He likes to get under your skin, and KD isn't going to let him. He's not going to back down. He's like, that's what we need. We need that fire. We need that fight. He also said, I was holding the stat sheet, and he pointed to the one turnover. He said, that right there. That's the consistency over this winning streak. We've been taking care of the ball. We're getting back on defense, not giving up those transition points. That's been the key for us.
Jamie, you're correct in that, too. We know Chris Dunn is going to challenge anybody, but going from 16 turnovers a game to 13 in these 4 games doesn't seem like a lot. But then guess what? The transition points, like you said, Jamie, went down to only giving up 9 fast break points.
Lopez, the fadeaway. We know the rebound for Sacramento. Clippers up 73-40. DeRozan, who cut his teeth in Gonzalez Park, not too far from here, puts up the shot. No. They send it back outside to Westbrook. Picked up by his 2-time teammate, Ian Harden. Achua inside, dodging defenders. Westbrook's tap not there. How about the Clippers getting a 24-second violation on the defensive side of things on the first possession? It was a scripted play for sure coming out of the break for Sacramento. Clippers didn't even let him get it up. Martin accosted going to the rim. No whistle. He's not going to get it. Jogs back defensively. Scoreless so far in this third quarter on both sides. Murray. Fading, firing, and filling it up.
Oh, nice move. That was over, Kawhi. Nice move. Got the space.
Got off to a great start. Murray hasn't shot the ball well from above the arc. Is averaging 15 points a game.
When they drafted Keegan, that was one of the sweet spots they thought that he would bring to the table, which was stretching the floor, having consistency from behind the three-point line. But so far early in his career, we've seen it in spurts, but the consistency over a course of the season, shooting 36, 37, 38%. Just hasn't been there.
His rookie season shot 41%. It's gone down ever since. Collins at the free throw line. He hit a couple of threes in that first half. Looking very good coming off of an illness. He makes the first of 2. 10:06 to play in the third quarter.
I'll tell you one thing, too, with the Clippers. The beauty about scoring at a high efficiency but then taking quality shots, is that it doesn't compromise your defense. Now you're able to get back. You got 3 guys back. You're not giving up, easier transition baskets or even secondary break transition baskets because the shots you took or the turnover was there.
Westbrook probing inside. Let's see if you see a little bit more energy from Sacramento. You see a turnover there. Lob to Collins. Look out below. In front of the wall. Collins puts the Clippers out in front. 77-42.
Assist number 12 right now on 25 made field goals for the Clippers.
Collins, 16 minutes, 16 points. Westbrook the 3, his second, 77-45. Into Lopez. He'll go to the free throw line for a couple. Time now for a drive to the hoop, brought to you by Hyundai.
Well, it's in transition. Russ turns it over. Chris Dunn head up. Eyes at the rim, but more so on the backdoor cut to John Collins. Throw it up. Let JC go get it. Able to slide right behind the defense, and it feels good if you're a Clipper to get out and run on other teams and take advantage of them not getting back.
Lopez now becomes the last starter to score. That said, number 1, a plus 19, has altered a handful of shots at the rim. He's got 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
Well, how many times have we seen players going to the rim for Sacramento and Brook playing peekaboo, and they just try to throw it up quickly to avoid it getting blocked by Brook.
79-45. Awkward shot for Westbrook, draws the foul. We'll go to the line for 2.
That foul is charged to number 8, Chris Dunn.
The foul goes on Dunn.
First team foul. The Clippers, the third quarter. Westbrook to the line.
Shooting 52%, Sacramento 32%. And it has been a domination from the jump ball. If you get a quick word from Jack in the Box.
The best rated burger in fast food with more beef than a Big Mac. Keep up, Ronald.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Think about this. The last 6 games for Sacramento, the defense has been playing really well, right? So 74 steals they've had. They got 21, almost 22 points off of their team's turnovers. But tonight, Clippers not having any of that.
Leonard probing, draws a double team. It leaves Lopez open, drives on his Stanford brethren, misses at the rim, gets his own rebound, puts up the shot. Blocked from behind, Collins inside. Maybe got away with a walk.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul, we're going the other way.
And that was on Brook. That's the second ever to keep the ball alive, got them another possession. Unfortunately, Brook just says, come here, young fella. Come here.
It's been a long season.
That's right.
It's not your fault.
Let me show you some love a little bit. Not a good time to get a hug, though.
Nice feed inside. Big finish for Murray. 79-49. I don't know if I've seen that one before. Martin the other way. The step back 3, it is short. Done the rebound. Leonard the catch and shoot 3, straight but strong. Achua the rebound for Sacramento. Clippers just 1 for 7 in this third quarter. Sacramento 3 for 6.
He's trying to go at Chris Dunn.
There's been some energy between those two, and it's a turnover, and it goes back to the Clippers.
Well, one of the things that will negate Russ's greatness is doing this. And sometimes he tries to do a little bit too much, got himself buried, and as a bailout, ends up turning it over.
Kawhi turns the corner on DeRozan. Again, the ball movement done. Attacks to the rim. Blocked from behind by Murray. Everybody's fingerprints on the ball that trip down. Murray, it's a deep 3. Leaves it short. Kawhi puts on the brakes, floats it up and in. 81-49, Kawhi Leonard with 28.
I was just laughing. Can you imagine if Keegan Murray was on the Clippers with Kawhi, two of the most non-emotional players we have in the league, and you would never tell what was going on between those two.
I wonder if Tim Duncan and Kawhi Leonard had their lockers next to one another. Very similar
right?
as well.
Oh, man.
10 to shoot for the Clippers. Down in front by 30. They've led by as many as 36. Lopez the three. It's good. Splash Mountain puts the Clippers out in front 84-51. 6.5 to play in the third.
And when you have a team down, you can't let them off the hook. The Splash Mountain said it's been a while since I tickled the twine, but right now.
Hold on to every memory this time of year and make it another December to remember, because the greatest measure of the season is how it makes you feel. The December to Remember sales event.
Lease the 2026 RZ 350E for $499 a month for 36 months.
How's the bird looking?
Perfect. Good.
Nah, it ain't. It's still in the package.
I know. I'm trying to put in this Prize Picks lineup. Do I go more or less on the Philly quarterback?
Definitely more. He's balling.
Okay, I was thinking that. All right, boom. Okay, now I can focus on these other dishes.
You got other dishes?
Yeah, I got potatoes in there. But they kind of doing their own thing. Don't worry about it.
Oven's on fire.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Pick, predict, play. Download today. Get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
As long as elephants still fly and heroes assemble, as long as the night shines bright with joy and hugs warm our hearts, as long as we have each other, anything is possible.
We're both princesses.
The moment we enter our happy place, join us for the 70th celebration at the happiest place on earth.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
During the GMC holiday event, get a total value of over $11,700 on this Sierra 1500 model when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 20% below MSRP. We are professional grade.
Spin around the NBA, and the news that is such a bummer is Nikola Jokic out at least 4 weeks. You pointed out he won't be reevaluated until then. And having a season like we've never seen before, you mentioned it yet last time we were here, MVP for sure. This will likely knock him out of that race given the games played situation.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, I mean, from that perspective. But the fortunate part is it's not something that's a long self-sustaining injury. That's what I love. Trae Young, we don't know what's going to happen. Shout out to Jaylen Brown for this. I liken it to the year Michael retired and Scottie just took over. And he kind of quieted a lot of the questions like Kawhi, can he still be effective defensively and then make plays? And he answered both of those questions on that play. But Jaylen Brown, what he's been able to do, and now Boston kind of, you thought maybe we'll walk through this year and write it off, but they're right back in the mix, man. With Jaylen, Jason Tatum on the way back.
19 and 11 last time I saw for the Celtics. Done the pull-up three. And Collins inside knocks it out of bounds. And Kawhi Leonard with the gift of grab.
Right, look at this. But he's up on Keegan, so he's able to get those hands in there. And smartly, Chris Dunn, let me give me an easy two here. Why? done having fun.
We'll go back to Jokic real quick. Selfishly, I'm upset that he's pulled out of the MVP race, likely if he does not get all the... But the thing that's great about him, and one of the reasons that I enjoy him so much, it's irrelevant to him as long as he is healthy in April, May, and June. Lopez inside strip, and it's recovered by DeRozan. 86-51 Clippers. DeRozan to the rim. Good effort there by Dunn, tailgating him all the way. But DeRozan, a very crafty scorer, able to lay it home. 5.5 to play in the third. Kawhi, 9 for 15, has 28 whistle foul. Will be the third against Sacramento.
That foul is successful to 17 to Dennis Schroeder, and that is his personal 13.
Layup by DeRozan, the first fast break points we have allowed here tonight, which was such a problem for the Clippers. That and points off of turnovers, which they usually went hand in hand.
Yep. Or a lot of times a tough contested shot from the corner, long rebound, no one's back, or it's a 2-on-1, and you're providing your opponent an easy way to score.
Leonard gets to his spot, knocks it down. Kawhi Leonard with 30 on 10 of 16 from the field.
Yeah, go-to play to bring Kawhi off that wide down screen to give him room to work.
Kawhi just on another level right now, another frequency as Clifford able to lay it in 88-55. Lopez knocks down his second three. It's all systems go. 91-55 Clippers. Lopez with 8. And Clifford knocks down another three. Hasn't been much of a shooter, but you can't tell by the confidence. Leonard picked up by Murray. Up, under, loses the handle. DeRozan controls. Lopez! They will count the basket on the goaltend.
You know what I like about that play? Up 91-60-31, and you had 4 players back for the Clippers inside the lane. That says a lot. As to why the Clippers have kind of, in a short span, kind of turned this around a little bit.
Kawhi the 3. Collins bats it back out, but it goes to Schroeder.
Shoot that.
That's his third.
I told you, he was shooting that.
He's 3 for 3 from above the arc, 28% on the year. That'll go up after tonight, but the Clippers still in control in Inglewood.
Nissan Kicks has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy 5 years in a row. Drive the reimagined Nissan Kicks today. Now get a low $249 per month lease on Kicks.
It's your moment. Walking through the casino. Arriving at Sideline Sports Bar. Celebrating with friends. Now it's everybody's moment. Wahlburgers. The drinks. The good times. And the win. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times.
Ready, set, 0. Ford's Last Call Sell-A-thon is here with 0% APR financing on select 2025 models. That's right. Get 0% financing for 5 years on the F-150, part of F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, our innovative all-electric vehicles, and Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. Plus, get $1,000 holiday cash and make no payments for 90 days. It's Last Call. Ford's Last Call Sell-A-thon ends Friday, January 2nd.
Greatness is a journey, but no one gets there alone. We need each other to push and pull, to go farther than any of us could ever go alone, to to spark new ideas and insights.
Hi, Alex. How can I
And as an official banking partner of the LA Clippers, we can't wait to chase greatness together. That's the power of us.
Nissan Kicks has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy 5 years in a row. Drive the reimagined Nissan Kicks today. Now get a low $249 per month lease on Kicks.
Welcome back inside Intuit Dome. We have some very special VIPs in the house tonight. That is the women's basketball team from Nazareth University. So why are they here? Well, that is Jeff Van Gundy's alma mater, Nazareth University. It's up in Rochester, New York, actually just outside of Rochester. Enrollment just under 3,000 students. Jeff Van Gundy hooked up the players with a suite. They were in town playing California Lutheran University and the University of Laverne this week. So, hey, they came by a Clippers game. They're having a good time. They talked with JVG before the game, took a couple pictures. Now they're enjoying that sweet life. But, Brian, since you were doing the trivia before with Jim regarding the All-Star game, and he said the hint was alive, and you said Charlotte, which made no sense. You were trying to rhyme. I'm going to ask you guys, what's the mascot of Nazareth University? It rhymes with Bolden Flyers.
Bolden Flyers?
Yes!
I thought Jim
was that right?
Yeah, you got it. That was awesome.
That's a tough clue there. You guys, these quizzes need to be
Brian is so jealous right now because he's not getting anything right now. He took his headphones off and just almost slammed them to the ground. Nobody saw it except Donna and I.
Well done, Jim.
Those are the big finish. Live at the Hive, Jamie. That's where they were. The Hornets, the Charlotte Hornets. It was a great guess. It was above.
Yeah, it's that Ohio State education compared to Kansas, right?
Clifford's having himself a game. He's got 15 off the bench for Sacramento, but so too is James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and his company. Kawhi is on the bench. I will say this with great respect. I hope we don't see Kawhi Leonard play another minute tonight. He's already got 30 points in 28 minutes. Harden, surrounded by purple jerseys, creates a little space, then creates a little contact, and generates a whistle. He'll go to the free throw line. Andy Clifford telling Harden that he flopped and James having some words. 2:18 to play in the third, 93-65. NBA All-Star coming to Los Angeles, and the countdown is on. Grab your tickets today and get ready for one epic weekend of hoops. Get yours now at NBAevents.com. It will be interesting to see what happens. We know what the Clippers' record is. We know that the records are usually rewarded.
Yep. As they should be. As they should be.
But given the way that Kawhi has played over the last 10 days, really all season, but it's becoming very focused over the last couple of weeks. It'll be interesting to see. And, of course, James Harden continues to do so much heavy lifting for the Clippers. We'll see. Schroeder, not there. Sanders, the rebound. Clippers by 30. They've led by 36. Harden ignores his screen. Niederhauser rolls anyway. Oh, Conan the Destroyer. 1:40 to play in the third. And Niederhauser looking very sharp off the bench.
I was waiting for you to use that one. I was waiting. And apropos, perfect timing for that. And you know what's crazy about that play, too? So James takes it to the side where it's really crowded. Look, not a lot of room to work with, but if he completes the pass, it's so much space for Niederhauser to catch and either finish if it's a late rotation, get it over to somebody. So sometimes you get closer to that sideline and it opens up more space, especially if there's not a trap that ensues. And that time completed that play.
Who co-starred in Conan the Destroyer?
James Earl Jones.
That's not who I'm looking for. That's not the right answer.
He was in there.
It rhymes with Bilt Chamberlain.
Oh, Will, he didn't co-star. He didn't co-star? He did not co-star.
He is in the film.
No, he's in it. He was in it, but he wasn't a co-star. He didn't get any credits for co-star. It was a cameo.
No, he was in a definite battle.
But he wasn't the co-star.
I call it a co-star. He was a co-star. Anytime a Jayhawk is in a film, it's a co-star.
You know what? It was your trivia, so you're right.
See,
that was a great movie. Back in the day with Will, I mean, now, I don't know if he was as good as Enter the Dragon when Kareem was in it with Bruce Lee.
Or Airplane, also starring one Kareem, right? Abdul-Jabbar. Airplane, by the way, still holds up. 99-69, Clippers out in front by 30. Harden, by the way, with 20 points.
Don't call me Shirley.
Not kidding. I can't quote any more of those movies. That part of the movie. Now that's all I'm thinking about. Thank you for that. Keon Ellis the other way.
You tried to get a couple, right?
Yeah, but they're not appropriate.
No, they're really not.
Schroeder deep into the paint, turns and fires from 10.
These, you know what? These would be some good minutes, too, in the fourth quarter for Derrick Jones Jr. Kind of get his rhythm going, you know, with Kawhi and probably James Harden on the bench. Because you're going to need some of that offense, you know, spot-up shots that he was giving the team before he got hurt. And the best way to get it is in a game like this a little bit. Not that you force it, but that you get extended minutes to play and kind of find your way through it as you're building those minutes and stamina back up.
Harden will go to the free throw line here for a couple. Clippers at 99 points. Really incredible in the third quarter. They have lost once since February of 1989 when they hit the century mark in the third quarter. The one loss, Jim Jackson, to the Sacramento Kings. It was that double overtime game that we showed you earlier. Harden gets to that century mark. 12.7 seconds to play in the third in what has been a near flawless game in which the Clippers had to take care of business. They've done that so far through 36 minutes. Schroeder misses everything. Plenty of time for Harden. Ahead to Sanders. And that'll do it. Clippers out in front, 171. Hold on. They're going to review to see if there's any time on the clock here.
Yeah, it might be 0.1 second, maybe 2. Maybe when the ball went out
Determine
before.
How much time is left in the period.
Tyler Ford at work.
Let's see. So the ball is out right there. So it's 0.6 maybe.
Has it hit out of bounds yet, though?
Well, no, it's 0.7, 0.6 right there, 0.5.
Half a second. You can do some
After
more.
review, the ball last touched Monk. It was Clipper ball. That was the ruling on the court with 0.6 on the game clock. The ball went out of bounds with 0.6 on the game clock. LA ball in the front court.
Did I say that? Did I say 0.6? Good job, buddy. Hey, Tyler Ford came up to me before the game about our review. And I immediately said, I saw you the other day. I need you to stand straight up a little bit more. I need your presence to be felt.
Harden, not there. Small in stature, large in presence, our guy Tyler Ford. Large lead for the Clippers here at Intuit Dome.
Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid. Kia, movement that inspires.
Well, when everything's bigger in Texas, feels like you want to go real big too.
Yeah, Paige.
Asking all the big old questions. Doing it all without a big to-do.
Let's go.
Looks like it's pickup day. Oh, wow. Okay. Not a truck. You can do it all your way. Want to drive? CarMax.
Go beyond the field with Diggin' Deep. World Series champ Eric Hosmer brings you an exclusive look and behind the scenes.
I want to tell my story. I just didn't have that platform. I feel like baseball players in general don't have that platform.
Featuring the biggest athletes and biggest names, sharing their untold struggles.
You almost like do so bad you feel like you're dreaming. Those are the last 4 years of my career.
Yeah. And their biggest triumphs.
Lead by example. It's simple. If I do that, then everything else is easy.
Hear firsthand stories and expert advice.
Not everybody's built to play in the big leagues. But if you can be a good teammate, you're going to get out of this game what you want to get out of it.
Hear from your favorite celebrities and the biggest names in sports and entertainment. Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr., Paul Rudd, Rob Riggle, J.J. Piccolo, George Brett, Bobby Witt Jr., Tyler Glasnow. All of this and more, only on Diggin' Deep. Watch now on FanDuel Sports Network.
It's all smiles here tonight. Can't say that was the case 2 weeks ago. A month ago, it was very bleak, and there is a very long way to go. But Hollywood loves an underdog, and the Clippers are trying to give them a good story. They have the hottest team in the NBA right now, albeit just 4 wins. They're 12 minutes away from their 5th straight win. Kawhi Leonard will indeed start the fourth quarter to perhaps help set the tone and put this one away for good tonight against the Kings. Leonard, 10 of 17 from the field, draws a double team. 5 to shoot for Niederhauser, finds an entry, takes it to the rack and lays it in. Niederhauser now with 11 off the bench.
You know what's interesting about Niederhauser, Kobe Sanders, is that in a season when you're trying to be competitive, great block by Kawhi. How they change kind of utilizing young players to develop in these situations. And look at Kawhi not giving up. You know what I mean, Brian? Rarely do you see development of young players with teams that are still in win mode now.
Jones leaks free, gets ahead of the pack. Oh, big finish for Derek Jones Jr. 104-71. A whistle and a foul. Batum.
And watch Dennis Schroeder right here. He wants to get the foul right twice. And the official said, no, I got a flight to catch. I need to get this thing going.
Well, the best part is, like, let's say that's a half-court setting. You know Derek Jones is going to embellish the contact, but he saw nothing but a rim in front of him, and he was like, nope, I'm not going to get slowed down. Takes it straight to the flight pattern at LAX and finishes with a fury. 104-71 Clippers.
Nice screen.
Leonard, 8 to shoot. Sanders, a no-dip 3.
Nice soft touch, though. Nice touch.
Keon Ellis. When those Sacramento King teams were good that we talked about a few years ago, Ellis was a nice X factor, and so too was Malik Monk.
Well, I thought, too, that part of the big thing was when Mike Brown was there. Oh, nice pass. That Keon Ellis's role needed to be expanded, and when Doug kind of took over, he did that, but now he's kind of retreated a little bit with his minutes and time on the court.
Batum, touch pass in the corner to Jones for 3. It's good. And Derek Jones now with 8 off the bench.
That's it. Quality minutes right now for DJ.
No look. Eubanks lays it in, nevertheless, over a couple of would-be defenders. Drew Eubanks, the former Clipper, 107-76. But worth pointing out, not for nothing here, Leonard drives it, gets it to Niederhauser for the three. Batum tries to keep it alive and does. Kawhi. Sanders on the wing, the catch and shoot three. My point, the effort, the energy, and the focus is still here for the Clippers, despite the fact they are out by a lot in this fourth quarter and have been up the entire game. How many times have we seen the Clippers are no stranger to double-digit leads? They've had over 20 of them, but haven't been able to hold on to it. We've got a timeout with 9:02 to play here in the fourth. Clippers up big here. Set into it, Dome.
I've got 2 words for you. Jack Pack. All my faves for just $6 with your choice between 2 delicious sandwiches. My work here is done. Get my $6 Jack Pack or my munchies under $4.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
Happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Equinox models. Or well-qualified buyers could get 0% financing for 60 months on 2026 Equinox EV model.
Together, let's drive at your Southern California Chevy dealers.
Discover your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino in Temecula, where you can stay and play, wine and dine, soar, and so much more. Whatever moves you, get away and awaken the fun. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official partner of the LA Clippers.
Officer, could I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
Let's say I obtain a car for less than you think it cost.
I don't follow.
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah.
Guess how much I paid for it?
Enjoy the new car.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Right now, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $179 a month or get up to $2,000 total savings. Hurry in. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event ends soon.
I've got 2 words for you. Jack Pack. All my faves for just $6 with your choice between 2 delicious sandwiches. My work here is done. Get my $6 Jack Pack or my munchies under $4.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Watch out, world. I'm coming for the throne. Number 1, I'm gonna be home.
Now it's time for the game summary brought to you by Kia. And of course, it's the offense. It's been humming. The ball has been moving. Don't have a shot, make a decision, get it to your teammate. Dribble handoff, pick and roll. Don't have a shot, got a better one in the corner. Drop it like it's hot. Everybody's sharing. 'Tis the season. Sharing is caring. And right now, the Clippers, whether it's offense, defense, getting out in transition, the claw, giving it up to Chris Dunn. Clippers shoot 49% overall, 38 from the line. Behind the line, how about 21 assists, 36 made field goals.
This has been a very sharp game, both physically and mentally. Again, both of these teams struggling record-wise. Clippers obviously trending in a different direction. Clifford, another 3. This one misses badly. Niederhauser with a rebound.
How about the Clippers, too, offensively? Speaking of which, not a stout defensive effort by Sacramento. Only 4 turnovers by the Clippers.
Kawhi goes to work in the face of a double team. Jones. Kawhi eyes a 3, takes a 3, makes a 3. Kawhi Leonard is sending and receiving signals from distant planets. His frequency is unbelievable right now, 110 to 76.
You know, the unbelievable part is that flat shot, when he goes through, it's like coming through with a lot of power. You know what I mean? It's like, boom. But again, excellent ball movement again. An offense going through Kawhi knowing that they're going to fire at him, so you're going to have some advantages.
Leonard, 33 for Kawhi in 31 minutes on 11 of 18 shooting. Clifford, the 3. And after hitting 3 in a row, hasn't hit the rim on his last 2. 7:45 to play. Batum gets into the act. Yes! Nico Batum with his first bucket. 113-76.
What do you do when you're a coach? And you've seen this, into the second quarter. You use timeouts. You're trying to motivate. You're on the sideline. And right here, what do you do? All timeout.
It's a career night for Yannick Konen-Niederhauser, 13, and the Clippers drive it on the road.
Well, the Clippers are not stopping. Great rotation by Sanders. Niederhauser is running. D. Jones, that means take care of you, big fella.
So you only check it twice?
Well, yes.
Nissan tests every model thousands of times. We even test them for severe Arctic weather. No wonder Nissan is J.D. Power's #1 in new vehicle quality. Hold on to that hat, Santa.
Hurry, holiday savings end January 5th at the Nissan year-end event. Now get 0% APR for 60 months when financed through NMAC, or get up to $5,000 customer cash on select new models.
Apparently 1 in 8 women have a thyroid issue. That's a lot of women.
Am I the one?
I think it's fine. Feeling kind of tired. Symptoms?
Is my neck weird?
I should see a doctor. I should get a test. I'm sure something covers this.
Always a whole big thing.
When your coverage includes preventive care, staying on top of your health doesn't have to be a whole big thing. Kaiser Permanente. Healthcare that just works.
Toyotathon is still on. Now's the perfect time to recharge with a new Toyota.
I'm taking a RAV4 hybrid hiking.
Sounds fun.
Oh.
We're going on a road trip in a Tacoma.
Wow. Nice.
We're taking our pack to see snow in a Sequoia.
Can we keep them?
I think I oversnapped.
Wherever the year takes you, start strong in a new Tacoma. Now save big with a low 2.99 APR plus 500 finance cash on a tough Tacoma.
Toyotathon ends January 5th.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Hey, small business owners. Your company may need to file its beneficial ownership information with the federal government.
To celebrate NBA All-Star 2026 at Intuit Dome, we're delivering 75 hoops per day to homes, schools, and neighborhoods across L.A. Share your hoop story with the All-Star Home Court Hoops program for a chance to score a new outdoor hoops. Visit clippers.com/hoops today. Clippers feel confident as they should. Jordan Miller, Kobe Brown, Cam Christie are out there along with Yannick Konen-Niederhauser. Clippers will run through the tape here and looking for win number 11, their 5th in a row. Carter is out there, and I'm a fan. He's Anthony Carter's son. Carter can play. He's tough. He's not been out there very much this season. He's getting some time after the game has been long decided. Devin Carter can play. 13th pick back in the 24 June draft.
Also a product of Providence University, Chris Dunn. I tell you, he was tough in college, and he showed his wares. And how about that, showing your wares is Kobe Sanders shooting over the smaller young man, Devin Carter. It's just watching Kobe play, too, just under control. It's great to watch.
Dump it inside to Reynaud. Lays it in, 117-76. Doug McDermott is out there for Sacramento. Jordan Miller, Kobe Brown. Brown down the lane, hit by Ellis. And Kobe Brown will go to the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, when Kobe drives, he puts a lot of pressure on not just his initial defender, but whoever is coming over to help. There's a lot of steam and power behind that young man.
You just like to wonder, where does, you mentioned from a coaching standpoint, where does Sacramento go overall? And I don't say this with any joy. And the Clippers are not much. They've won 10 wins here. But this was a team 3 years ago. Doug Christie watched them have the 3 seed in the Western Conference, the #1 offense. Things have changed. Personnel has changed. Vibes have changed for sure.
And also, too, is because, like I said, the last 6 games, the way they've been so competitive in playing, this is not indicative of the product that's been on the court. So how Doug approaches this in the locker room and then the next day in practice is going to be very important to how his team responds.
Team's front office as well. Monty McNair had done, I thought, a pretty solid job. But it's been a revolving door. Go back to 2006. Eric Musselman took over. And there's just been no continuity there on the sideline for Sacramento. During that process, they changed ownership as well. They did get a new arena. After a lot of talk about maybe relocating. Truth be told, I'm happy the capital city kept the team.
And me too. I wonder how many times through that process, old ownership, new. Right now, we found the right guy. You know what I mean?
From a coaching standpoint?
Yeah, like they had a couple of Michael Malone. Hello? I mean,
Dave Yeager. I mean, there's a lot of coaches there. But Mike Brown won Coach of the Year.
Here's the thing. Think about the press conferences when they happen. This is ownership. We found our guy. This is what this franchise needs to move forward. Whatever. Then a year later, too, it's gone. In some cases, not all. Think about it. Mike Brown Sr. was short and compared to what he was able to turn around during the time he was there.
Now, I will say this, and knowing, and you know this better than anybody, that sometimes we don't see what's always going on behind the scenes. But from afar, Mike Brown had changed that culture, wins Coach of the Year. They get injured in the second year. Kevin Huerter misses, and he's a big part of what they were doing, misses the last 10, 15 games. They fall out of the top 6 into the play-in game, which they don't survive. And then there's rumblings about not re-signing Mike Brown to an extension. They ultimately do it. It doesn't work out for whatever reason. Pieces have changed. It was a bummer. They were a fun team to watch. You mentioned the offense was great. They pushed the pace.
But here's the thing, and this is where I'll really defend some coaches. If you're not in charge or have a say-so in your roster construction, that lends itself to your short tenure. Meaning, if management has full say over who they're going to bring in, how, when, and where, and it doesn't fit the roster, doesn't fit how you want to play, meaning the personnel, you're going to get saddled with those losses if it doesn't work.
It's a great play there by Carter. Tough finish there by Ellis. 4 minutes to play in this one. It's a tough situation.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So you're coaching some guys. It's like Mike D'Antoni, right? You're coaching the Lakers, and you go out and get Dwight Howard. When has Mike ever had a back-to-the-basket center in his offense? So now you're expecting him to alter his offense because you have Dwight Howard, which doesn't fit.
Carter the 3, it's short. Ellis the rebound and the lay-in. 3:30 to play in the fourth quarter.
That's why I sit here and take abuse from you rather than in the front office. At least I know my tenure can be a little longer on the quizzes. And
I'm going to have fun quizzes now.
How about the fun? You hadn't hit me with a fun fact in a minute.
I haven't, and I'll make.
Are you waiting till next year?
In the new year.
Okay, I figured you were downloading some stuff for January, February, March, and April to have for us, for me, and our faithful Clipper Nation fans.
We got a timeout on the floor. 2:56 to play. 124-85. Clippers out of front.
Hey, Dad, can we talk?
Sure, what's up?
I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
It's my new car. I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
You might be on the naughty list.
Enjoy the new car. Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. Hurry in. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event ends soon.
Want some life pro tips? 1. You can save hundreds on car insurance with Mercury. 2. Before you drive somewhere with spotty cell service, download a map.
Mercury.
Del Taco's El Big Boxes. Big flavor, big value, big old burritos. Now weighing in at half a pound each, these hefty burritos are surrounded by more Del Taco faves in the $5, $7, and $9 El Big Boxes.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I said it would divert your eyes.
Right,
it's not a great picture just yet, but obviously the vibes are different here. That's the top 10. Now, the key in the play-in situation, which for years, the play-in just gave me a lot of anxiety throughout the year because you're afraid from going from 5-6 into the play-in. Now we're begging for it. But here's the key. If you are 9 and 10, you have to win 2 games, and all that gets you is a date with Oklahoma City. If you can get to the 8-7 in that top 10, you have to win 1 game, and who knows will be number 2. Again, the injury with Jokic. It might be a 3-part Monty sitting there in the second part of that Western Conference could be interesting. Could be Victor Wembanyama in that second seat. Careful what you wish for. I just know right now that Oklahoma City, when they don't play San Antonio, very difficult team to beat.
And you know this better than anybody. The playoffs are all about matchup. Sometimes you throw the record out, whether you have a great record or you lost a number of games and you had to climb your way in. It's all about matchups. And I think we match up playing like this a lot better with teams not named OKC.
Clippers did beat a fully healthy Houston team when they were not fully healthy. Noah Zubac in that game. Miller misses short. Kobe Brown doing work inside. McDermott comes away with a loose ball. 1:51 to play. There are some pieces for Sacramento, although they are attached to large contracts. In particular, Zach LaVine, who did not play tonight, who is one of the great offensive players in the NBA. DeMar DeRozan, could he help a veteran team trying to turn the corner? And there's pieces and potentials in terms of Sacramento rebuilding and getting some more pieces to do that. It's a tough situation. It's a bummer.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for a franchise, and we've seen it in this league, that you find a level of success and then you're right back to rebuild mode. Find a little level of success and you're right back to rebuild mode.
It's hard enough to find a team that's successful and then find one that is sustainable, which...
Sustainable.
The fact that, and I don't mean to throw this out there, but the Clippers have had 14 consecutive winning seasons. Now, they haven't gotten to where they need to go. We all know the playoff utility, but it does say a lot. And it starts with Steve Ballmer. Don't forget the efforts that Doc Rivers put in with his time here. And then, of course, Lawrence Frank and his wonderful staff at the front office being able to maintain this. Can they maintain it? Well, Ty Lue mentioned it. They got to go 35-20. That was a week ago to finish it out. But I will say this, Jim. You like fun facts?
There we go.
Clippers are still on pace. They could win 61. They could win 60 games this year. Go 61-21.
With that 35-20.
If they don't lose another game, they can still finish with 60 wins.
So you're saying it's a chance?
I'm telling you. Slightly better average than what they did last year. 18-3.
Listen, a lot can happen. Unfortunately, with the Jokic injury, there'll probably be another star or two that misses time. For one of these teams, which you hate to see, but that's just the what happens in an NBA with a long season. And now a long time could be 2 weeks, but 2 weeks could take you out of, positioning during that time period.
At Sacramento, I just mentioned it with Kevin Huerter injured. It doesn't even have to be a star. It could be, of course, we're not rooting for injury.
No, at all.
Would love everybody to be healthy, including the Clippers.
Yeah, but like I said, that is, you look at the trends around the league itself. Some of your stars are going to get nicked up and going to miss some time. And when that happens is very important, too. Because if it happens too late, sometimes you don't have the recovery time to get yourself in a position to regain your playoff positioning because it's later in the season.
Sanders, the three. Last active possession for the Clippers. 131-88. The shot clock is turned off. Carter drive to the rim. Nice finish inside. And that'll be the final bucket of this one. Unless Cam Christie pulls a Giannis and goes for the windmill. He'll dribble it out. Clippers, how about this? You like fun facts?
Talk to me.
4 turnovers.
Now, I would go out on a limb and say that's a season low.
By half. Clippers are winners tonight in Inglewood.